guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review, and yeah, I'm feeling a bit battered, and yeah, thanks for all your support from my general rantings. I didn't do an upload yesterday, but on Thursday, because I was going into the hospital. Everything went well, apart from yesterday night and this morning. Yeah, wasn't good. Um, But that is not why you're here. You are here to see a beer review. And I'm doing another one from the Manchester um, Beer 52 box. But weirdly, all of the beers, so the next 4 beers I'm doing are all German style beers, which is kind of crazy. And this one, I decided to do this one because it's a collaboration brew. And it is this one, it's a Kolsch. You've heard me talking about Kolsch before. And this is a collaboration between Free Assembly and DeedoubleYoo, which is kind of cool. Kolsch style beer at 4%. Look at the spider diagram is a bit weird on this one. So it's a floral fruity beer, but also malty and sweet. It's slightly unusual, but never mind. So this is an easy drinking Kolsch that will please the purist. So that's good. Full of character, free from adjuncts, subtle, refined hops on the nose with an appetizing golden colour, clear appearance, high carbonation, giving a lively palate that's fresh, smooth, and drinkable. And the hops in here are called German Sarzer. So that must be some sort of relation to SARS hops. But SARS are Czechoslovakian, I believe. So this is the German version of SARS hops. And yeah, I guess as the Czech Republic and Slovakia broke up, I guess that would have been back in the 90s, right? And there was a massive war. And Germany kind of took over. And Germany are a really big hop growing nation. And they're trying to grow other countries' traditional hops in Germany. So fair dues, grow your own. That is the way to do it. Anyway, this kind of crazy. Look at the picture. It's like a cartoon, but in a weird, really odd style. Kind of not seen this style before. Maybe it's a German style. Who knows? Kolsch, all it says. 4% ABV. So it's a German Kolsch via Manchester, which is kind of unusual, right? But look down there, brewed at Fierce Brewery. And as we all know, Fierce Beer do lots of contract brewing for other breweries in the UK, which is crazy. So what have we got? We have got malts, water, malt, yeast, hops. Boom. So we are following the German purity laws. The only thing about Kolsch beers is basically a lager made with an ale yeast. I think that's the right way around. Jesus Christ. As I get older, sorry dear viewer, but as I get older, my brain totally goes. So yeah, it's a kind of halfway house between lager and an ale. It's either that way round or it's an ale made with a lager yeast, but I think I've got it the right way round. And usually from Cologne, I think it is Kolsch, isn't it? With the guys that wear the leather aprons and all that kind of stuff. Very traditional, or is it Dusseldorf? Oh man, I really should one day do a lot of preparation for these reviews. But as you well know, dear viewer, I tend to do a lot of stuff in one cut, and my brain is not what it used to be. So yeah, but I think I've got it right way round. Anyway, that does not matter. The history is very interesting, but it does not matter. It is how the beer tastes. That's the main thing. So it says high carbonation. This has been in the fridge for two days. Cool. No explosion, which is good. And we have the tulip glass, which is really cool. And some people have been asking me where these are from. These are reasonably cheap glasses from Tesco's, of all places in the UK. Really, really nice. And you get, I think you get two for £5. So not super cheap, but not super expensive. Look at that. That looks very, very nice. Good fingers head on that bad boy for a change. Right, let's try and get the Kolsch. Maybe get that dog in there too, and we'll get that in. There we go. That can be the start of this video. I don't know why, but my camera seems to be at a slight, weird, unusual angle. I know I sit in an angle, like there's a wall there and there's a door there and that. But yeah, there we go. So it is a bit of frosted because it's very cold, which is cool. But I think you would agree that is reason. I mean, it's not. It's a tiny bit hazy, but I would say that's just because of the chill haze. But otherwise, you can definitely see me through there. And the head, okay, it's gone down a little bit, but very, very lovely and fluffy white. And if I zoom in a bit more, you will see the carbonation rising to the top. Oh, very cool. Yes, this definitely smells like a lager. And a lot of people think Kolsch is a form of lager, um, like say Pilsner, but no, it is not. It is its own type of beer, and it is very unique. And there are other styles that are very similar, but not a Kolsch. Very German, very cool. I have to say, I do like a good Kolsch. Cheers and beers, dear viewer. Let's drink to happier times. Oh, nice, sharp bitterness. Little bit of yeast kind of taste, giving some, not off taste, but definitely giving a kind of addition to the beer itself. Also, after the initial carbonation, which is, it bubbles away within your mouth, within your tongue. But then we've got a little bit of wateriness too. That helps clean your palate, which is always nice for a beer because it gets you ready for that second sip. Nothing wrong with having a really, really long aftertaste, but that's not what this beer is about at all. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, better not spill that beer. You okay, beer? Cool, and I'm okay now. Probably a bit of dust in here or something. Maybe some cat hairs, Right, let's dive in, dear viewer, for another sip. Oh, and I don't know if you can see, but I am definitely getting some nice tide lines, which is always good. Oh, okay, so this time I'm getting a little bit of the residual malt taste. And there is a little bit of sweetness too. It's like, I would say, like a kind of biscuity kind of malt taste. Biscuit stroke grainy, maybe wholemeal biscuits. But there's a little bit of sweetness too. I wouldn't say this is not a super sweet beer. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there's just a residual kind of sweetness there. So And I would also say this is a biscuit kind of malty thing going on, that has a little touch of sweetness. It is not a cookie. Um, Sometimes when you talk to people, when you say biscuit, they think cookie or vice versa. Cookies are sweet, biscuits aren't. Biscuits are dry in my book. Crackers maybe would be the equivalent. Yeah, tastes like a kind of cracker. That's the kind of thing. Which is also good to have with beer, along with pretzels if you're in Germany. Been there a few times, and yeah, the beer drinking scene over there is slightly different. A lot of people think Germany's all about lager, and there are a lot of lagers there, but there are a lot of other beers too to choose from. So yeah, I've got a lot of time for Germany. Boom, and there is the third tide line. So for anyone, including me, that thinks you cannot get good head um, from the Rhine Hotspot, i.e., only water, hops, yeast, and malt, i.e., no oats and no wheat. Yeah, that glass definitely says you can get some really nice, defined lines on your foam, on your head, which is really, really cool. I do like that. Maybe a touch too malty for me. I think I like, if I'm going for a kind of lagery style, I still think I'm a kind of bohemian kind of lager style. Um, Kolsch is nice. Pilsner, nice. But yeah, I think I'm a more bohemian. I'm a more bohemian type of dude. Guys, this has been Uncle Jonah drinking strange German beers, so you guys don't have to. And there will be a few more coming up, which are all from Manchester. I think they're all from this box, but all of them are copies of German style beers, which is kind of crazy. But hey, maybe Manchester is going for that German scene at the moment. Um, Please do me a favor. If you like this video, please click like down below. It really does make a big difference to the channel. And if you have liked this, why not think about subscribing too? It's only a couple of clicks, and then you'll see my videos popping up in your feed. I do try and upload every day. Didn't yesterday because I was feeling absolutely rubbish, but I'm back on the horse of drinking beers. I'll leave it there, guys. But you guys have a good weekend. I'll definitely be back tomorrow. And yeah, cheers and beers.